Hello everybody and welcome back. This is part 2 of my commentary of my playthrough of Saints Row 4. Once again, this is Bigglou. So, last time we left, Zenyak basically is putting your character through basically his version of hell, which, as you can see, is basically being stuck in a 1950s like TV show. And what I find kind of hilarious about this, myself personally, I kind of see this as like a jab at myself, because how I hardly use profanity, only when I have to. So the fact that the character's like, "Oh, Jolly Gee Willikers, this isn't going so well. Gosh darn it!" So I just find this part kind of hilarious. How I just feel it's kind of taking a jab at myself, because like, what a beautiful morning, which is kind of how I felt after SummerSlam. It's like John Cena got pummeled. What a beautiful day.
Mr. King from across the street is going
and then, of course, quick time events for eating pancakes. Lovely.
Pierce called. I'm sure he has some crazy new get-rich scheme.
And then here comes like a tease for the die-hard fans about Dex. Like, oh, haha, we are never gonna get Dex. We just have to just deal with the hard facts that we are never gonna ever see Dex again.
I think I heard Timmy deliver the paper.
So people just need to let that go. In no ways relation to the hit song that got on everybody's nerve. And another thing I find kind of hilarious is that this, even though it's supposed to be like kind of like a 1950s like sitcom, and yet everybody's okay with a person like me having Shaundi as my wife. I'll just leave it at that. You should read between the lines of what I just said there.
Hell, get in the car.
And of course, it's feeling very Mayberry-like.
Go ahead.
And of course, the hilarious instructions. Which is kind of funny, because what I kind of discovered is that
they sure are anxious,
even though I try to drive like that, but if you just hold down like the accelerator, it basically just drives itself.
This place looks so white bread.
Now, what's that you say?
Something's just
basically trying to make it very as safe as possible. And yeah, the fish are really biting. I just can't help it. That would be something that Andy Griffith would say.
We're almost there.
Feels like something's wrong with this car.
Well,
yeah, a little fourth wall with something. Of course, him saying something feels very wrong with this vehicle. The fact that it literally just drives itself. And yeah, when I played this first time, I kind of laughed, because I didn't expect anything to happen when you go up to the marker and then my toe.
Can I get a picture?
And hey, what's being a saint without getting a photo op? Because we all know it was hilarious in the third game when you start the mission off. And right in the middle of a bank heist. Oh yes, I have time to take a picture. Of course, I didn't know credit cards were accepted back then. There was like a little quick credit card sign on the bottom left.
We don't use that kind of language here in Steelport.
And then that officer now goes from Andy Griffith to a very Mr. Anderson. Not so Pleasantville anymore, is it?
Who the f*** are you people? What the f*** is this? Oh, I'm getting the f*** out of here.
Hello? Hello?
And of course, we all need Kenzie because of this virtual simulator.
No time to explain,
She's
but
the
you
only
have
one
to
that
break free.
basically knows the ins and outs of it,
I am free.
The place you're in isn't real. Whatever is
which
happening
basically
to
gives
you,
Kinsey
you need
time to
stop.
shine
But
in
I'm
Saints
just
Row
driving the
4.
car.
Okay, good. There's
Part
no
3,
time
she was
to
kind of
find.
just,
Head there
oh,
and give
here
it a
I
second.
am. And I feel
Brace
bad that I kind of
yourself.
messed up this part, because I was supposed to basically have flown out of the vehicle, but I guess I got there
Just, you know,
too far
just
up
be.
ahead, so that little moment was kind of
The
jinxed
simulation
right
is all
there.
about normalcy, pleasantry, order, all the things you hate. Go forth, unleash hell.
And then it's just time for the main character to be himself,
Let's end this now.
or my character. Although they did kind of add that little element from Saints Row 2 where the NPCs do fight back
Simulation is resisting, but
for
just
random
keep going.
reasons.
You need to do more. Bigger. Hold on, I'm sending you something. Find the cat fountain. I left you a present.
Oh, Professor Genki.
Golly, this is keen.
You know, the part I find interesting, like, later on in the game you do get to customize your weapons. What I did find interesting was in the earlier videos for Saints Row 4, it actually showed footage of where you can actually customize the rocket launcher to look like the Super Scope 6, but for reasons unknown, it never made it into the final game.
You're doing great.
And as you can
Simulation is
see, what's
over
that?
now.
Clock
Wait,
tower? And it stopped at 10:04?
What's going on?
Interesting. Wonder if that actually comes in handy much later on in the game, albeit some sort of DLC? Who knows? As I continue to cause mayhem.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? You had to push and push and push. I hope you've enjoyed your last moments.
You see what I just did right there?
And now Zeniac finds out that I'm no ordinary person to be dealing with, so decides to do a one-on-one confrontation.
Where the hell are... Fuck me.
I should have realized a prison of peace would never hold a sociopath like yourself.
I'm more of a puppet.
And yeah, Puckish Rogue is basically going to be one long running gag.
Sleep with me. Charlie. See, there you go with those mixed messages again.
Then allow me to be perfectly clear. I am the architect of your reality. I build what I want. I destroy.
And up, there goes Saints headquarters from part 3.
Bravado means
And your store replaced by the Zeniac store. Ooh, concept art.
Fighting back is pointless, my friend. There's nowhere to run. You belong to me. Now, on to more pleasant things. I'm going to place you in your new home. Try to run again, and I'll destroy your pitiful planet.
TTFN, ta-ta for now. First time I noticed that. Amazing.
My friends, each of you are guilty of crimes against the Zin Empire. But today is your lucky day. Today, you get to be a part of a new work release program.
And of course, these enemies you do fight later in the game to basically possess powers. That's when the game starts to add some unique things to it. But I think what made this playthrough of it important was that since I'm basically just going straight through the campaign, I basically did not overpower myself, so it actually made it more challenging than when I played it the first time and did everything to make myself overpowered, like not too long before the end of the game.
The fuck am I now?
Come in, President. Can you hear me?
And of course, you land right in front of what used to be Saints headquarters.
I just patched myself into your simulation and projected my voice through the audio system. You should be able to hear me from anywhere. And you don't have to yell.
Right, because that's not at all messed up. Kinsey, I ain't strapped. How about getting me out?
I can't do that until I backtrace your signal to your physical body. Until then, you're stuck there. So you might want to go buy a gun.
Oh, hell. Friendly fire time. Is there one open near here?
Set your GPS from the map in your hub.
Hub?
It's like a digital information pad. You know, like those mobile
I think
devices all
my only
kids
little
use these
gripe with the
days?
main character is they could have at least made him somewhat tech savvy, because it just makes me say to myself, come on, the character may not be all in the know-how of everything, but at least know the basics. And I love the arcade. I still love the arcade driving controls, but sadly, as everybody stated, once you have the ability of super speed, vehicles are just an afterthought afterwards. And this is going to be another part you're probably not going to be too happy with me with, but since YouTube is very, let's just say, random with licensed material, I had to play as little music as possible. So even though the music that plays during the actual missions will still be intact, but yeah, for the safety of me, I just kept the radio off, which I know is an unpopular decision, but yeah, like I said, YouTube has been very, very picky about certain licensed material, and woo, bam.
You think the whole damn White House got flattened?
I don't know. Maybe.
And I just like how Kinsey just nonchalantly says, well, yeah, whatever. The White House could be gone for all I care. Really, no big deal.
Are you
Sure,
serious?
just alien invasion. People could be dead. Oh well, who cares?
You already had some stripper
And of
poles?
course, the stripper pole joke is a reference to Saints Row 2.
Wow.
Basically, when you discover this old rundown place, your main character and Johnny Gat decides to call it the new home and say, well, you know, at a stripper pole, this place could be pretty nice. So, yeah, that's what I take from that little gag, is that it's a little callback to Saints Row 2.
How sure are we that I'm allowed to buy guns here?
I don't know. Do you remember how to shop for yourself, or did being president make you too good for that?
Somewhere there was a joke in there. Oh well. And this part was kind of funny because I was just in a rush to like do upgrades and everything that I completely ignored the tutorial, because what you were supposed to do is just buy a weapon and then upgrade it. And as you can see here, I believe, yeah, I just go back out. It's like, wait, why am I not continuing? I'm trying to get weapons. Oh, keep forgetting this is the beginning of the game, not after I beat the game. Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, yeah.
Hope you got something useful, because the cops are swarming your location.
Got my Second Amendment rights.
Zinniac's running this place. I don't think the Constitution holds any weight here.
And you'll be seeing lots and lots of those, since I love the melee system.
Saints always win.
Nothing says awesome than taking down bad guys with pro wrestling moves. And crazy ones like that.
Let me get a fresh clip.
And testicular attacks.
What now, Kinsey? I just keep it on the down low until you pull me out of this place?
Not yet. There's a Zim patrol close to you that'll need to be cleared out before that happens. That is, if the President's up for killing a few more aliens.
Now that I'm strapped, I'm up for killing anyone who helped put me here.
What can I say? I'm good at my job.
You're just not a people person.
True.
Oh yeah, this is another thing you'll notice, like whenever I drive, I try to be as careful as possible. That's just me. Hence why nobody ever wants to see me play Grand Theft Auto. That is a game where you will be so impatient with me. It's like, oh, for goodness sake, just hit people. No, I'm just gonna drive. I'm not gonna hit people. Well, you suck. So once again, that's why I will not show gameplay of me playing Grand Theft Auto, because that just reeks boredom of how I play it.
Ain't no one can top me. And now it's time to get low.
Use my warehouse. It's not far.
You can't just put me in a nice hotel or something?
What's wrong with my inner sanctum?
Chill, girl. I didn't mean nothing by it. Hope you feel the tank.
And we're heading back to Kenzie's place, which you find out that, yeah, every place you consider a hideout is useless in this virtual simulation.
Kinsey, somebody clean this place out.
What? Damn it! Zinyak removed all signs of the Saints from the simulation. That means...
We don't have a single safe house in town.
Right.
What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Not sure yet. Though any help you can give with gathering information on systems in the simulation would be useful. I'll leave any tasks I have for you in the quest section of your hub.
Right. Any more big ideas?
Just hang in there. I promise I'll find a way to get you out.
Don't drag your feet, girl.
And once again, nice little sign of making it much easier to save your vehicles, but none of that makes any use since once you grant your superpowers, the nice archaic controls are just an afterthought.
Okay, so Kinsey, what are these things you're sending me after, and what am I supposed to do with them?
I'm still trying to figure out precisely what they are, but they seem like they'll be useful. There are several near my warehouse. I can't pinpoint their exact locations, but I marked the general areas for you.
Sure.
Who fucking cares?
Watch your proximity meter to see if you're getting closer to the cluster, or farther away.
Locked on, Kinsey. Wait, how safe is this thing?
Safe-ish. Just keep getting them.
This is terrible.
No, I don't think so.
The fuck you mean don't think so? You're playing a goddamn cat.
Not gonna happen.
The only
All right, we come together.
the part that I feel
ready to
bad
go,
that I
and you know it ain't
didn't
fiction.
record because it was a side
No.
quest was
You're
when
refusing a presidential order.
Pierce and the main character start singing.
Man, you know, you just don't make an
That's the
effort
only
to
part I regret not recording.
We could be lovers. She makes the bed.
And he steals the covers.
Found another one.
This data is amazing. Incomplete, but amazing.
I'll bite. How is it amazing?
It seems that anything that broke the normal rules of the simulation deposited loose data that can be incorporated into your programming.
Weird, but I actually kind of got that.
But since the data is so fragmented, it doesn't leave behind a complete subroutine to loop into your codebase.
Yeah, forget it. You're back to geek speak.
Ugh, it's simple. The more clusters you get, the more you can upgrade and alter your abilities.
Should have said that in the first place.
Nobody saw me hit him.
Suicide dive out of a 20-mile-an-hour vehicle.
So, is 3 enough?
Still missing some key fragments. Get one more and we'll see.
So, alright, so if this data stuff is...
Clusters.
whatever. Look, if they're so useful, why isn't Zinyak collecting them?
Why would they need them?
Shit, to jack up his soldiers or something. Hey, you're the one who says they the shit.
If Zinyak wants to change the code for his people, he can just... He wrote the simulation!
Hey, but what about... Oh, hell, shit, never mind. I'm just gonna accept this and move on.
Probably better that way.
What the fuck? Zeniac trashed my apartment?
Ugh. That place should have been condemned a long time ago.
It was condemned. It was mine, though.
That should be enough. Let's see what I can do here.
And
Check it
now
out.
the game changer begins. Superpowers. And it's like, oh, don't need these vehicles anymore. I can just super sprint now.
Ooh, this feels badass.
Here, let me load up a training program for you to test your powers.
Huh. Hey, what you got in mind?
The code says you can
And of
jump
course
long
we gotta
distances
go
and
all
run at super high speed.
Matrix inspired
Starting
with the
with a small
training
jump.
mode.
Okay, try focusing on charging your jump. That should get you higher.
How do you expect me to jump up that?
Try pushing off from the wall each jump.
You saying I can climb walls now?
It'd be more accurate to say you can jump up them repeatedly.
It's the same thing. Oh, shit, son.
This time I blew the buildings apart. Try making that jump.
I'm liking this.
Okay, now for the big test. Use your super speed to get a running start and leap to that opposite building.
You gotta be joking.
Just try it.
Cool. But I want a real challenge now.
Good, because I found a race subroutine already in the city.
Hell yeah.
See? You did it!
Nothing more fun than going ahead of the tutorial and the dialogue playing catch up.
I think I figured out how this works. Run along the path collecting the power orbs, which should boost your new speed. Every time you hit a checkpoint, you'll be able to stay in the program a bit longer so you can reach the end. Though you probably want to avoid the firewalls along the way. Good luck.
Yeah, Blazing went through so many iterations from 2, 3, and now 4.
So who set up this race?
Don't know, but it seems like when you break through any checkpoints along the race, the district's reality matrix will
I'm
override
not thinking, but I
it.
think 2 and 3 were
Let's try
basically
that
the
again.
same.
It means the
'Cause he was on an
simulation doesn't
ATV
like it, and we're able to control the area.
In a flame-resistant
Wow,
suit,
That almost sounded logical.
randomly
It's a
blowing
good
stuff
fun
up.
too.
I kid because I love you.
Lies.
It looks like these hotspots are protected by shield generators. Getting near them will be tricky, but you'll have to shut down each one before you can take out the main hub, which of course is protected by even more Zin. So, good luck with that.
All right, you want to explain that hotspot thing?
Basically a giant workstation. A system like the simulation you're in probably requires constant maintenance, which is what these seem to be for.
There's only one of these, right?
Of course not.
And then from this point on, this is where I kind of get distracted by getting the I try to reduce the amount of clusters I get, but the fact is I need them to upgrade my powers. So yeah, usually on the way to the missions I try to collect as many as I can. But as the gameplay goes on, I start to become less and less caring of them. So it's like, yeah, I think that's just about enough.
One less ugly piece of crap in the world. Woohoo! Yeah!
But actually, yeah, because it's funny because when you start getting them, you unlock an achievement that's like, ooh, a piece of candy, which is an homage to what James Wood says before getting trapped by the same plot. It's like, how can we trap James Woods? Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. It's like, seriously, I can't believe this is the third time this has worked. You'd think by now he would figure it out.
Shit, that thing's big.
Focus on the shield generators, otherwise you'll never get to the main console.
And then yes, the super kick returns from Saints Row 2.
I'm on a roll.
And the super punch. Not the Falco
Cut the
punch.
cord.
Although it is mentioned in the Saints Row 3 DLC. In one of the DLC pack, a pedestrian calls out, "Yeah, he totally Falcon punched me." It's like, how did they get away with that joke? Finish him. A much more deadly version of Seth Rollins' curb stomp move.
With the shield down, you can get to the console at the base of the structure.
Yeah, that'll go real smooth. Yeah!
Reinforcements engaged.
Yeah! Should have paid your bill. Over.
I'm showing some strange readings close to you.
Strange. It's fucking raining.
Yeah, and that definitely qualifies as
It
strange.
is reading like a normal thing. I think you can integrate your code with it.
And what's that mean?
It means once you take him down, get close enough, and I think you can absorb him.
Is he gonna buy me a drink first? Don't tell nobody I did this. Damn, I am pumped.
Hey, it worked!
Yes, bravo. Perhaps my wardens underestimated you. I won't let them make the same mistake twice.
That can't be good.
Man, fuck him, Kenzie. Set me in one of them training rooms.
I think I can do that.
So what I get? Teleportation? Laser vision?
Bone claws, laser vision.
Claws?
Yeah,
Looks like the
teleportation.
ability to freeze people and objects with an ice blast.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Let me load up a few targets from the simulation for you.
Wait, back it up. You put me in with people who's gonna try and kill me?
Don't worry, these are safe programs. You can't die from them.
I am the one who knocks.
Nothing more awesome than freezing a giant vehicle and then BAM!
Kenzie, what's this thing?
It looks like data clusters can be hidden inside walls. Use your blast to knock them out.
Shit! Hell of an interest there, guy.
I'll see if I can help with that. Okay, you should be able to recover from being knocked back now. Hold on. It looks like Zinyak added the shield to the warden code. I guess you pissed him off.
Yeah. Well, so what? Just tell me how to get around.
You'll need something more powerful than a weapon, so use your superpowers to deactivate the shield for a short time. Then you can shoot him. See? That works pretty well. Though the real thing might be a bit tougher.
And now we're at the part where we finally got the information on getting out of the simulation and getting back into the real world.
Woohoo! Yeah! Hey, Kizzy, the door's locked.
Wrong door.
Oh, good job. That didn't go terrible.
Can you quit being a baby and just walk in?
Look, lady, we doing this in my time.
No, you're not.
And then you realize all those pods are people. So it does kind of go back to its dark tone. And kind of like the Matrix, you get shot out, covered in goo. I guess supposed to be a reminiscence of when you was born. Although, albeit, this is kind of better than it was in Saints Row 3, where you was going undercover at an S&M club, and then you get knocked unconscious, and waking up naked in an S&M club. That seems more like a dangerous place to be than versus an unknown spaceship.
Gotta get to that platform.
Not a big fan of the vomit shots in gaming or TV.
Where are you? Hey, Kinsey.
Hey, what are you doing?
That's mine.
I don't know why, but this part in the game always reminds me of like some early, like late 80s, early 90s sci-fi horror film.
Fuck is this place?
I swear every time I come home it's all, would you bring me? How come I never go on any raids? I got the same problem. I never get to just sit down and relax.
Well, it looks like we all have something in common. Not that I would know anything about this.
Hey, there's a human!
Scissor takedown. Head scissors takedown, okay. But yeah, like earlier in the game about apparently for some people being married is a bad thing, but coming from someone who's not in a relationship, I'm pretty sure there's some good to it. Can't be all bad, as TV makes it out to be. Because we learn never trust what you see on TV.
What the fuck?
Or you can.
Oh, you better be on your way, Kinsey.
And of course the commentary through the PA.
Also, just a highlight, abductees are notorious for ill-fated escape attempts. For Permission is granted to shoot on site.
Where's that fucking platform?
Please carry any number of civilians to safety. Exercise caution when approaching the handling abductees. That Emperor Senior oversee the celebratory execution of world leaders tonight in the main hall. Attendance is mandatory.
Shit. Mackenzie, I'm getting worried about you. Am I on the wrong... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I believe this is the term naked and nowhere to go would be a nice time to use that phrase.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be there, blah, blah, blah. Fuck!
Yeah, we've all been through these situations like, okay, you say you'll meet me here at this place at this time? Okay. Okay, it's seriously been 10 minutes. Where the heck is this person?
Bring it! I'll waste every last one.
Yeah, we've all been through that scenario.
Tazon, can they hear me? Well, hello. I see you're attempting a noble escape. Understandable given your situation, but I urge you to turn back.
Oh, this looks familiar. Keith David rescuing you. You making a leap of faith jump.
I picked the right runner, mate.
Damn right.
For those that didn't know, that I was making a Mass Effect 2 reference.
Let me take the stick. Getting us out of here.
Gee, Kinsey, thanks for saving my life.
Then right here you have a bit of a character development moment, since your character is kind of basically a jerk. So one of the few moments where your character realizes the error of his ways, and Kinsey has to go off topic by stating the obvious.
This just got weird.
A little bit.
Can I fly now?
Knock yourself out.
And then of course, one of the highlights for me, getting out of the spaceship.
I passed by him on the way out.
Hey, how'd you get
It's
out?
not how you get out, it's the fact
Yeah.
that my
Mackenzie,
song
things got
starts to
radio?
play
Radio signals bounce
right now. So,
Shit, yeah. That's that song.
I like to think how Guardians of the Galaxy, how the main character has his song that he lives by. This is the song that I live by, What Is Love by Hathaway. And first time I heard this, I was like, this is awesome! And also helps from the fact that these little sidebars to me kind of is a reminiscence of GoldenEye, with the left side being your health, and of course the right side, instead of it being body armor, it's just your how many times you can shoot your gun. I'm so tempted to sing along, but I won't. Most used meme ever. Thanks a lot, Peppy.
They're closing us in!
Stay on target.
You know, I just now noticed that was a Star Wars reference right there. Amazing some of the things you miss out on when you're playing the game, but when you rewatch the footage, oh, what do you know? Learn something new every time you play. And then, of course, we have something that's known in TV tropes as a mood whiplash, going from the awesomeness of escaping the ship to the tune of What Is Love to what's about to happen in a few minutes. Yeah, this is the part that definitely caught me off guard.
Yeah, we should be in range.
Huh. I always thought Nightblade was just a vampire show.
Oh no, my friend. It is the essence of drama. Hey, you need to take that?
And here's a little mecha joke right here, because St. Louis used to be where Volition was stationed before it moved to California.
You want me to leave a message?
And bam! Like, literally did not see that coming. And now, you know, you have to take this guy seriously now, since he basically just killed civilization.
You killed 7 billion.
And his reaction to that is, whoops.
We're done talking.
He's not getting away with this.
You're goddamn right he's not. Kinsey, can you use this thing to place me back in the simulation?
Yeah, I think I should be able.
Wait, you want to go back in there? You can't kill Zinyak plugged into a computer.
I can kill a lot of people with a computer.
You, sure.
Yeah, that
You
sounds
need
like
to
me.
send a DVR.
As tech savvy as I am, I still have trouble trying to program a DVR.
You don't even know what will happen.
She probably does.
The president is right. Whenever the simulation is disrupted, I have a small window to work my way inside the Zin security network. The more it's disrupted, the more time I'll have to map out Zinyak's mothership. I can identify structural weakness, locate where they're keeping our friends.
And find Zinyak.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do this.
When historians look back on the fall of the Zin Empire, this will be the defining moment. An act that was supposed to demoralize, galvanized, and a course was set that the Saints could never back down from. But even more monumental is this. If the Earth was not destroyed, pragmatism
course,
would have won over
that name,
desperation.
Johnny
and the Saints
Gat.
would never have been reunited with the most dangerous man in all of history.
It's just
Johnny
for
Gat.
fans. It's like, yes, he's
But
back.
as always, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like all
But I'll
good
definitely get
stories,
on to
the
him when
second
that
act begins
time
with a
arrives. But for the
and the
time
building
being, this
of a
is
robot.
where this playthrough ends. So, see you for part 3.